You want to look at a angle as well, sir?
Yeah, we can do that if you want.
I mean, it's the same process. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
nothing.
I was thinking it's probably gonna be the exact same as a channel, just one less side.
Yes. Yes. Good one. This is the same thing which I can select the surface and generate the toolpath and all the edges and stuff. Um, I would like to showcase a nesting which you would like. So let's look at this particular model over here, sir, or an
All right.
assembly. I give it a model, but it's an assembly. Let's see how So you said that it will take. So you can see my screen.
Yeah. You know what? While I'm thinking about it, before I forget, because I do a lot of we like to tab and notch, like positioning notches and tabs are all of our frames. How do y'all do that with this software? Because I don't see anything that does that on here. I haven't. Oh, I see auto tabbing, but what about positioning notches?
Yeah. So positioning notches, we are working on it. To be open to you and honest with you, we are working on it. Right now, we are depending on the design data to have the positioning notches for us.
Okay. How long out? How
Yeah.
long out will that be? Do you think before y'all have that update to do that?
How often are you using, sir? I mean,
I
based on the requirement, we are coming up with some priority things like this. So how
I
often
use it
you do
every
this one?
I use it every single frame every day. I tab every single piece. Like I wish I could grab control of that frame there and show you, but every angle like right there, I'll put a different notch. Every piece
Okay.
like this,
So
I tab out every piece like this right here. I tab,
yes.
and I notch every 45 differently with either a triangle or a sun or a circle. At different locations on there. So it's
Yes.
kind of like a big puzzle, or so you can't put it together wrong really. And I'll also etch like right here. Say this is structural member one. I'll etch one right there and a one right there. So that way, when it goes out to the frame
Mhm.
shop, it's kind of anybody can put it together.
Yeah. So okay, I think I'll take this down as a high priority stuff, at least from your side, sir, because what we have some of the customers who's using the positioning tabs, the female and the male tabs, or the positioning tabs which you use, so that it is easy for the welding department to position it and then do the rest of the operations. Please do correct if I am wrong. So this one, I know they are doing it in SolidWorks, and it was easy for them. But anyhow, looking into this, we will try to push up this as a high priority issue, sir. I mean, a feature request. We can do that.
Okay.
So just coming into back into our point, this assembly would take almost 1.5 hours for you to generate the toolpath and generate the nesting, correct?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if there weren't any issues, there's a lot of holes and extrudes in there, and my programming software gets kind of crazy with that stuff sometimes. So yeah, probably about an
Okay.
hour and a half if it didn't error out a
Okay.
lot.
So I will take it as an 1 hour. Okay, let's think that it's 1 hour for you with all your experience and all those stuff. Let's see how much need to do it in Sigma Cube, sir.
All right.
And I don't know how you deal with the assemblies, or how many times you deal with the assemblies. It may not it may no need to be to have an assembly. No need to have an well-defined assembly, but you can have a bunch of parts dumped in an SolidWorks assembly.
All
We
right.
can we can do the nesting for it as well.
Okay. Are you asking me
Yeah.
how often I deal with assemblies?
Pardon?
Hello? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you asked me a question. I'm sorry.
Yes. I mean, how
Oh,
often do
okay.
you do you deal with the nesting? How often do you deal with the assemblies or
every 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 single day, man. I just finished up one frame this morning, and I got three other huge frames I got to do today. That's all I do deal with for the most part is frame assemblies.
perfect, sir? I think
I mean, like, yeah, in my programming software right now, I have almost 2,000 parts, individual parts that I've already programmed in a couple months.
I understand, sir. Oh goodness, goodness, that's a huge number.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that's about all I do is frames, assemblies.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Then I think I should not have asked you the question. So
So
okay,
yeah, this
let me
part right
go
here is
into
gonna interest me the most.
okay. So let me go into Sigma Tube now. I'll go into Sigma Tube, which gives me the list of parts. I did not enter anywhere what are the parts available over this in the assembly. It has automatically figured out, okay, there's a part which is number one over here. I have my second part, this is my first part. I have one quantity. There's one more part, one quantity. There's one part with 15 quantity. There's one part with one quantity again with automatically generated my bill of material. I know that having all these things, I can get an assembly like this. It will automatically figure it out for you. The next thing I would like to showcase you is the toolpath. Now it says I don't have any toolpath created on it. I can create a toolpath here itself in the assembly, or I can open up each and every part and the same old cycle, generate the toolpath and save it and then bring it to the assembly. But it's a time-consuming process. So instead of that, um, how did we to have a toolpath, processing over here in this section itself? So I'm generating my toolpath for all the parts with the well-defined settings and on the sorting settings, all those toolpath settings, and I'm just creating a batch toolpath for these parts. Now I have the toolpath generated on this, and if there are any parts which fail in toolpath that come up as failed toolpath or something like that, and you can easily open the part and generate the toolpath as well if you want. So, but it's easy to generate the toolpath over here. Once I have my toolpath generated, I'll stock list and say that okay guys, I have a 300-inch stick and I have 5 of them. I'll add this guy, and I have one more stick of 300 inches, 5. I'll add that, and let's say I have a circular which of 100 inches. I'll add this. Now here I would like to add one point. I didn't even enter anywhere to the software what are the different types of uh, stocks or tubes which are in this assembly. But Sigma Tube has automatically figured it out that in your entire assembly you have 3 different families of stocks or profiles. One is the rectangular profile, and the other one is the circular profile. The other one with the circular profile with different settings. So software has automatically figured it out, and brought that in front of the user so that he can select the appropriate stock available in his inventory. Once I have my stock ready, I can quickly go ahead and look at my nest settings, a common line or duplicate and all those things. I can say that my 90 degrees. Let me go ahead and do the auto tasking. Here, this is the process where we segregate your parts based on your profile. Okay, this is the profile task 1, and all these parts fall into this task. And task number 2, these 2 circular tubes fall into one family, and this circular tube fall into other family. So I can go ahead and do the nesting operation. This is as simple as this, sir. You have the nestings available over here. So this is the nested stick. So this is your one, and the part 2 did the nesting, and you have the mito nesting also figured out by the software. that you can do a miter nesting. You have a miter nesting which it has done. It has looked into the parts and did a miter nesting as well with the miter nesting again over here, and the nesting over here. So this is one stick, and this is my another stick which is required to do the nesting for this. Here I don't see any common line cutting or any of on a common line cutting. I can look into, yeah, I have a opportunity here for a common line cutting. It has automatically did the common line cutting, and also it did not have any lead-ins which goes into any other part. So how easily you can nest the parts, and it has figured out that for cutting your 3 parts you require this, and also you can notice that I need 15 of these parts, but it has looked into this, and it has generated 3 out of 100-inch stick, but it has already told the user that you need to cut 5 times or the same NC 5 times to get the required. So combination layouts is also possible over here, sir. So could you hear me? Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I don't know what happened with my microphone. It just stopped working.
Oh, okay. So okay. So this is how easily you can do the nesting on this, sir.
Yeah, that's crazy. Man, that's unbelievable.
So once you have the nesting ready, if you feel that at one point, let's say this one in our lead outs, you can change it on the fly over here, or if you want to precisely change, you can go into your toolpath tree view, and it opens up the toolpath tree view, and you can do whatever you want. So all the operations what you can do in the part mode can be done over here in the assembly mode as well for here. So once I have my nestings ready, I can go ahead and generate the report for this, and I need to generate the report for all the layouts. I'm just generating the report for it. So you can see that it's looking into each and every nested stick, and then generating the report for you. So once I have my report generated, I can quickly open up the report and say that okay, this is the report for this. So you have that the information like the tube dimensions, or if you want the layout of the picture of the layout, we can get it. It's just only a a setting that I need to turn on, and how many are nested, and the other stuff like what would be the part name. Let me see if I can quickly go ahead and get the pictures as well. Configuration, report settings. I need export layout image as well. So I can go for verify post process, generate the report. I'll say that I need to have the active layout only, and report it. So I have the report generated. I can open it now. So it comes up with a layout picture as well. So it will be easy for user to understand. And the best part is that it comes with all the information that needs to be provided precisely to the operator. Like I need to cut 5 times. What would be the utilization? What would be the NC file? What is the stock type? Whether all the information, and if you have any other information like the cutting length, and this is customizable. You have that image which says that part labels. In fact, I should say the right technical word would be part labels, where you can use it and pass it on to the next department of the manufacturing for kind of a travel document for the part. You can just attach it over to that. So this is how once I see this, I can generate my NC file. Whether I need to generate it for all the layouts and all those things, I can just go ahead and post.
Man, can you just go ahead and put this on my computer today? 'Cause
That's a good one.
I got a lot of big frames coming up, and it's going to take me about 3 or 4 days, and with this software, it looks like it would take about 30 minutes.
That's a good one, sir. That's a good one.
I'm not playing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to email my boss and tell him I'm really impressed with this, and I'd really like to have it.
That's so nice of you, sir. So I can just look at my NC file. You can open it, or you can do whatever you want over here. So you can open up the NC file. You can make any changes if you want, and send it to the machine or whatever it is. So this is what you wish, sir. Just showcase you in a nutshell.
Yeah, I like it, man.
So I think I can, I think if there are any questions, please do feel free to shoot out, sir.
No, I think you pretty much